Welcome to today's lesson. If you want to speak English like a native, it's essential to know the right sentences for everyday situations. In this video, we're going to cover over 100 must-know English sentences that you can use in your daily life. Whether you're at work, running errands, or just chatting with friends, these phrases will help you communicate more naturally and confidently. The best part? You don't need to memorize complicated grammar rules or study for hours. Just practice using these sentences in real-life conversations, and you'll see your English improve faster than you think. So, get ready to level up your speaking skills. Let's jump in and start learning the sentences that will help you sound like a native speaker. Now let's start with the most essential part of speaking any language, greetings. When you meet someone for the first time, it's important to know how to greet them properly. These simple phrases will help you make a great first impression. Let's start with the basics. Hello, how are you? This is the most common greeting. It's friendly, simple, and works in almost any situation. You can use it at work, at the store, or even when meeting a new neighbor. It's a casual way to ask how someone is feeling. Hi, my name is Nice to meet you. This is the perfect introduction when you meet someone for the first time. It's polite and shows you're open to talking. It's also good to remember the response, nice to meet you too, or pleased to meet you. What's your name? After introducing yourself, it's polite to ask the other person for their name. This keeps the conversation flowing and helps you remember their name for later. How's it going? This is a more casual way of asking how someone is doing. It's a common greeting among friends or colleagues who know each other well. These greetings are essential, but don't just memorize them. Use them. The more you practice, the more natural you'll feel when you greet someone in English. And don't forget, how you say these sentences matters just as much as what you say. Make sure to smile, speak clearly, and use a friendly tone. Remember, first impressions count. So, keep practicing these greetings in your daily conversations, whether it's at the grocery store or in the office, and you'll soon feel confident using them in any situation. Next up, let's look at asking for information. This is something you'll use all the time in daily conversations, whether you're out and about, traveling, or simply trying to get the details you need. Knowing how to ask the right questions is a key part of being able to communicate effectively in English. Here are some essential phrases to ask for information. Where is the nearest bus stop? This is a very practical question, especially if you're in a new place or trying to find public transportation. It's clear and simple, and people will understand exactly what you're asking. You can also replace bus stop with other locations like train station, restaurant, or hotel, depending on what you need. How much is this? This one is a must-have when you're shopping. Whether you're in a store or at a market, you'll need to ask about the price of items. It's short, to the point, and very useful. Can you tell me where the bathroom is? Sometimes you need the basics. If you're out in public, knowing how to ask for the bathroom or restroom is super important. This phrase is polite and will help you in almost any public space. What time does the movie start? Whether you're at the cinema or planning a meeting, asking about times is something you'll do often. You can use this phrase with anything. whether it's for a movie, event, or appointment. Could you please repeat that? Sometimes we don't catch everything in a conversation. If you didn't hear something clearly or need more information, this phrase is perfect. It's polite and shows you're paying attention. What does this word mean? When you're learning English, you'll need to ask about new words. This phrase will help you understand and expand your vocabulary. You can also say, "Can you explain this to me?" for a more general inquiry. "Can you recommend a good place to eat around here?" This is a great phrase if you're looking for suggestions, whether you're in a new city or just trying to find a good restaurant nearby. People love to share their favorite spots, and this question can lead to some great conversations. Asking questions not only helps you get the information you need, but it also keeps the conversation going. Don't be afraid to ask for clarification or more details if you need them. Practice these questions regularly, and you'll feel more confident in any situation where you need to ask for information. Now let's move on to two activities you're likely to do every day: shopping and ordering food. Whether you're at the store or eating out, it's important to know the right phrases to make these activities smooth and easy. Let's start with shopping. How much is this? This is a classic phrase to ask about the price of something. You can use it in any shop, market, or even when you're browsing online. Just point to the item, ask, and you'll have the information you need. "I'd like to buy this." When you found what you want, this phrase will help you express that you're ready to make a purchase. It's direct and clear, and it will help the shop assistant know you're ready to pay. Do you have this in another size color? If the item you want isn't available in your size or color, this is a great question to ask. You can use this for clothes, shoes, or even other products where variety is important. "Can I try this on?" If you're shopping for clothes, you'll need to ask this. It's simple and polite, and it lets the shop assistant know you want to check if the item fits. "Is there a discount on this?" Shopping can be a lot more fun when you find a bargain. If you're in a sale or promotion, this phrase will help you find out if the item has a special price. Now, let's move on to ordering food. "Can I see the menu, please?" When you sit down at a restaurant, this is the first thing you'll want to ask. It's polite, and it lets the waiter know you're ready to order. "I'd like to order, please." Once you've decided on what to eat, use this sentence to place your order. It's polite and straightforward. "Could I have the bill, please?" After finishing your meal, you'll need to ask for the check. This phrase is commonly used in restaurants or cafes, and it lets the waiter know you're ready to leave. "Is this dish spicy?" If you're sensitive to spicy food, asking this is important. It helps you make sure you get something that suits your taste. "Can I have this to go?" If you want to take your food with you instead of eating at the restaurant, this is the perfect phrase to ask. Many places offer takeout services, and this question will help you get your meal wrapped up for later. These sentences will make your shopping and dining experiences much easier, and they'll help you feel more comfortable when you're out. Whether it's grabbing a quick coffee or shopping for clothes, practicing these phrases will make you sound more confident and natural in English. Now let's focus on how to make polite requests and offer help in English. These are everyday situations where knowing the right phrases can really make a difference in how smooth and friendly your conversations go. Let's start with making requests. Could you please help me with this? This is a polite way to ask for assistance. Whether you're at work, in a store, or in any public place, this phrase will help you ask for help in a respectful way. Can I get a glass of water, please? When you're in a restaurant, cafe, or even at someone's house, this phrase will help you ask for something you need. Using please makes it polite and friendly. Would you mind passing me that? If you're at a table or in a meeting, this phrase can be used to politely ask for something that's out of your reach. It's a good way to show respect when making a small request. Can you tell me how to get to? This is a very useful phrase when you need directions. If you're lost or trying to find a specific place, this sentence will help you get the guidance you need. Could you please repeat that? If you didn't understand something, don't be afraid to ask for a repeat. It's polite and shows you're paying attention and want to understand fully. Now, let's look at offering help. Can I help you with that? If you see someone struggling or needing assistance, offering help with this phrase is a kind way to offer your support. It can be used in a variety of situations, from helping a colleague at work to offering a hand to someone carrying heavy bags. Would you like some help? This is another polite way to offer your assistance, especially when you see someone who might need help but hasn't asked for it yet. It's respectful and shows you're willing to lend a hand. Let me know if you need anything. This is a great phrase to use if you want to offer general help. It lets the other person know that you're available if they need assistance with something in the future. I can do that for you. If someone asks for your help and you're happy to offer it, this sentence shows that you're willing to take action. It's a helpful and supportive way to make sure the other person feels comfortable asking for assistance. Is there anything I can do to help? When you see someone in need, offering help with this phrase shows that you care and want to support them. It's polite and open-ended, giving the other person the chance to ask for whatever they might need. Making requests and offering help are key aspects of building positive relationships with others, both personally and professionally. By using these phrases, you'll not only sound more natural, but also be seen as polite and considerate. Don't hesitate to use these in your daily conversations. Let's dive into talking about daily activities. These are the kinds of sentences you'll use every day to describe what you're doing or planning to do. Knowing how to express your daily routine in English is crucial, and it helps make your conversations feel more natural. Let's start with some basic phrases. I'm going to work. This is one of the most common sentences when talking about your daily routine. Whether you're commuting to your office, working from home, or heading to school, this phrase can be used in any situation where you're about to start your workday. I need to buy groceries. Shopping for food is a regular part of life. This sentence helps you talk about errands or tasks you need to get done. You can also say, I need to go grocery shopping, or I need to pick up some food, depending on how you want to phrase it. I'm meeting a friend later. When you have plans to see someone, this sentence is useful. You can talk about meeting friends, family, or colleagues. For example, I'm meeting a friend for lunch, or I'm meeting a colleague after work. I'm studying for an exam. If you're working on something important like studying or preparing for a test, you can use this sentence to explain what you're up to. It's great for academic or professional settings. I'm working from home today. Many people work from home now, so knowing how to talk about it is important. You can also say I'm doing remote work or I'm working in the office today, depending on where you're working. I'm cooking dinner right now. This is perfect when you want to describe what you're doing at the moment. Whether you're making a quick meal or preparing a big family dinner, you can say something like, I'm cooking or I'm making lunch. I have to clean the house. Chores are part of everyone's daily life. If you need to talk about cleaning, tidying, or organizing, this sentence works well. You can also say I need to clean or I'm cleaning the kitchen depending on the situation. I'm relaxing at home today. Not every day is about working or running errands. Sometimes you just need to relax. This sentence helps you express that you're taking some time for yourself. I'm going to the gym later. Fitness and exercising are important parts of many people's routines. You can use this sentence to talk about physical activities or just getting active, whether it's at the gym, a park, or a fitness class. These simple phrases will help you describe your daily life, whether you're talking to friends, family, or coworkers. The more you practice these, the easier it will be to share your daily activities with others. Plus, it helps you get more comfortable with using English in real life situations. So take note of what you do each day and practice these sentences to make your conversations flow more easily. Now, let's move on to expressing preferences and opinions. In any language, being able to talk about what you like, dislike, or think about something is an important skill. Whether you're chatting with a friend about your favorite movie or giving your opinion on a new product, these sentences will help you sound more natural and confident. Let's start with expressing preferences. I like. This is the simplest way to express your preference. Whether it's food, music, or activities, you can use this sentence to share what you enjoy. For example, I like chocolate, or I like playing basketball. I don't like. If you want to say that you don't enjoy something, this is the phrase you'll use. For example, I don't like spicy food, or I don't like going to the gym. I prefer over. When comparing two things, you can say this to show which one you like more. For example, I prefer tea over coffee, or I prefer walking to taking the bus. My favorite is. To talk about something you absolutely love, you can use this sentence. For example, my favorite movie is Inception, or my favorite hobby is reading books. I'd rather than. This is another way to show preference, especially when choosing between two activities. For example, I'd rather stay home than go to a party, or I'd rather eat pizza than pasta. Now, let's talk about expressing opinions. I think. This is a common way to start giving your opinion. You can use it to share your thoughts on almost anything. For example, I think this movie is great, or I think we should leave early, in my opinion. This phrase is a polite way to introduce your personal point of view. It's often used when discussing more subjective topics. For example, in my opinion, this is the best restaurant in town. I believe that, similar to I think, but slightly stronger, this phrase is great for sharing more confident opinions. For example, I believe that learning English is very important, or I believe that hard work leads to success. It seems to me that if you're unsure but want to express a thought, this phrase is perfect. It's softer than saying I think and shows that it's just your point of view. For example, it seems to me that he's a little upset, or it seems to me that we're running late. I'm not sure, but I think. This is useful when you want to express uncertainty or when you're not 100% confident in your opinion. For example, I'm not sure, but I think the meeting is at 3 p.m. These sentences will help you share your personal preferences and opinions in any conversation. The more you practice using them, the more natural it will feel to express your thoughts in English. And don't forget, it's okay to disagree or offer different opinions in a polite way. It makes conversations more interesting. So, next time you're talking to someone, try to share what you like or think about something. It's a great way to connect with others and keep the conversation going. Next, let's talk about asking for directions. Whether you're traveling in a new city, trying to find a store, or just looking for a specific place, knowing how to ask for directions is an essential skill. Here are some common and useful phrases you'll need to navigate your way around. Let's begin with the basics. Where is? This is the simplest and most common way to ask for directions. Whether you're looking for a restaurant, museum, or bus stop, you can ask, "Where is the nearest hospital?" Or "Where is the train station? How do I get to?" This is another way to ask for directions. It's especially useful when you're asking for specific routes or steps to get somewhere. For example, "How do I get to the airport?" Or "How do I get to the park from here? Can you show me the way to?" This is a polite way of asking someone to direct you to a location. For example, "Can you show me the way to the shopping mall?" Or "Can you show me the way to the bus station? Is it far from here?" Once you've asked for directions, you may want to know how long it will take to get there. This question helps you understand the distance. For example, is the museum far from here? Or is the hotel far from the station? Which way do I go? This question comes in handy when you're unsure which direction to take. It's a simple and effective way to ask if you should go left, right, or straight ahead. For example, "Which way do I go to get to the library?" Turn left, right at the. When someone gives you directions, they might mention landmarks or intersections. For example, "Turn left at the traffic light" or "Turn right at the corner store." How long will it take to get there? This is useful when you're trying to gauge how much time you'll spend traveling. You can use this to understand if you'll reach your destination quickly or if it's a longer journey. For example, "How long will it take to get to the airport?" Or "How long will it take to reach the station on foot?" Is it within walking distance? If you're traveling on foot, you might want to know if the destination is close enough to walk to. For example, "Is the museum within walking distance from here?" Asking for directions is one of the most practical ways to use English, especially when you're in a new area. It's important to remember that when someone gives you directions, they might use some local phrases or terms. So don't be afraid to ask for clarification if you don't understand something. And remember, if you're unsure about the directions, it's okay to ask someone again or double check. Practicing these phrases will help you feel confident navigating in English speaking environments and make you more comfortable when you're traveling or exploring new places. Let's talk about making small talk. Small talk is a huge part of daily conversation, especially when meeting new people or just chatting with friends and colleagues. It helps break the ice and keeps things light and friendly. These are the types of conversations that don't require deep topics, but are great for making connections and keeping things casual. Let's start with some easy phrases for small talk. "Nice weather today, isn't it?" Talking about the weather is a classic way to start a conversation. It's a safe and simple topic that almost everyone can join in on. For example, nice weather today, isn't it? Or it's really sunny today, isn't it? What do you do for fun? Asking someone about their hobbies or interests is a great way to get them talking. It helps you learn about the other person's preferences and opens up new topics for conversation. You can also say, "What do you like to do in your free time?" Or, "What's your favorite hobby? Have you seen any good movies lately?" Movies are a popular topic, and asking for recommendations is a great way to keep the conversation flowing. For example, have you seen any good movies lately? Or what movie would you recommend? What's your favorite type of music? Music is a topic almost everyone can talk about. Asking about someone's favorite music opens the door to discussions about bands, concerts, or playlists. You can also say, "What kind of music do you like?" Or, "Do you listen to genre music?" "Where are you from?" This is one of the most common questions when you meet someone new. It's a great way to learn about their background and also share a little about yourself. You can follow up with, "What brought you here?" Or, "How long have you been living here?" "What do you think of topic?" This is a perfect way to ask someone's opinion on a topic, whether it's a current event, a new movie, or even something like a new restaurant. For example, "What do you think of the new restaurant downtown?" Or, "What do you think of the weather this season? How was your weekend?" Asking about someone's weekend is a great way to open a conversation, especially on a Monday morning. You can ask, "What did you do over the weekend?" Or, "Did you do anything fun this weekend? I heard something." This is a way to bring up something you've recently heard and share it with someone. It can be a piece of news, a fun fact, or even something funny you came across. For example, "I heard there's a new coffee shop in town," or "I heard a new movie is coming out next week." Small talk isn't meant to be deep or serious. It's all about keeping the conversation light and friendly. The goal is to create a comfortable atmosphere where you can get to know each other a little better. It also helps you practice your speaking skills without the pressure of discussing something heavy or complicated. So, next time you find yourself in a conversation, try using these phrases to make small talk and see how it opens up the conversation. You'll find that it's a great way to practice your English while keeping things relaxed and fun. Now, let's talk about something very important: dealing with emergencies. Whether it's a medical issue, an accident, or a situation where you need immediate help, it's essential to know how to ask for assistance quickly and clearly. Knowing the right phrases can make all the difference when you're in a stressful or urgent situation. Let's start with some key phrases to use during emergencies. "I need help." This is the most direct and urgent phrase you can use when you need assistance. Whether you're in danger or need immediate help, shouting or saying this phrase clearly will alert others to your situation. Call an ambulance. If you're dealing with a medical emergency, it's important to call for an ambulance. In English-speaking countries, this is the standard way to request emergency medical help. For example, call an ambulance. "Someone's hurt. Is there a doctor here?" If you're in a public place and someone is ill or injured, asking this question is crucial. It will help you find someone who can assist. For example, "Is there a doctor here? My friend is feeling very sick. I've been hurt." If you are injured, This phrase lets people know that you need immediate medical attention. You can also add more details like I've hurt my leg or I've cut my hand. Where is the nearest hospital? Knowing where the nearest hospital is can be crucial in emergencies. If someone is seriously hurt, you need to know where to get them the proper care quickly. For example, where is the nearest hospital? My friend needs treatment right away. I think I've been poisoned. If you think you've ingested something harmful, this is an urgent phrase. It will alert others to the seriousness of the situation and get you the help you need. You can also say, I feel like I'm going to faint, or I can't breathe properly. It's an emergency. Call the police. In situations where you need law enforcement assistance, this phrase will alert someone to dial the police, whether it's a break-in, a traffic accident, or something else urgent. This will make sure help arrives. I've lost my passport by wallet. If you're traveling and something important is stolen or lost, this phrase helps alert authorities or people around you. You can say, I've lost my passport. Can you help me find it? Please hurry. This is a plea to get someone to act fast, whether it's to call for help, get medical assistance, or take care of an urgent issue. For example, please hurry. My child is hurt. Can you help me? I'm lost. If you're lost in an unfamiliar area, asking for help calmly and clearly is important. It helps others understand your situation and offer assistance. For example, can you help me? I am lost and I need to find place. Emergencies are situations where time is critical, so it's important to know these key phrases. Don't hesitate to speak up and ask for help when you need it. And remember, in any emergency, stay calm, speak clearly, and give as much information as possible to get the right assistance. Knowing how to communicate during an emergency in English will make a big difference in keeping yourself and others safe. Now, let's wrap things up with a very important part of any conversation: saying goodbye. Whether you're leaving a friend's house, finishing a phone call, or leaving work for the day, knowing how to say goodbye is essential. In English, there are many different ways to say goodbye depending on the situation and how formal or casual you want to be. Let's go over some common phrases. Goodbye. This is the most basic and formal way to say farewell. It's perfect for situations where you need to keep things polite, such as at work or when leaving a formal event. For example, goodbye. I'll see you tomorrow. See you later. This is a friendly and casual way to say goodbye. It's often used among friends, family, or co-workers. You can also say see you soon or catch you later, take care. This phrase is commonly used when saying goodbye to someone you care about. It's more personal than a simple goodbye and shows that you wish the person well. For example, take care and have a great weekend. Have a nice day. This is often said when leaving work or saying goodbye to someone you've just met. It's polite and kind. You can also say, have a great day or enjoy your day. Talk to you later. This is another casual, friendly way to say goodbye, especially after a phone conversation or online chat. You can say talk soon or we'll talk later as well. For example, all right, talk to you later. I have to run, but it was great seeing you. This is useful when you're leaving quickly, but you still want to let the other person know that you enjoyed the time spent with them. It's friendly and polite. You can also say, I have to go now, but I'll catch up with you soon. I'll see you around. This is a casual way to say goodbye, often used with people you'll see again soon, like colleagues or friends. For example, I'm heading out, but I'll see you around. Good night. When it's late and you're leaving or going to bed, good night is the appropriate way to say goodbye. For example, good night, sleep well. Or good night, see you tomorrow. Until next time. This phrase works well for when you won't be seeing the person for a while, but you want to leave on a friendly note. It's often used when saying goodbye after a trip or a visit. For example, until next time, take care, bye for now. This is a casual way to say goodbye, often used when you plan to see the person again soon. For example, bye for now, I'll talk to you later. Saying goodbye doesn't have to be complicated. The important thing is to use a phrase that matches the situation and your relationship with the person you're speaking to. Whether it's formal, casual, or something in between, these phrases will help you end conversations on a positive note. So next time you're leaving, try using one of these phrases and see how it makes your goodbyes feel more natural and friendly. Congratulations on making it through all 100 plus essential English sentences for everyday conversations. By now, you've learned key phrases for greetings, asking for information, shopping, ordering food, making small talk, and much more. These sentences are the building blocks of natural and confident communication in English. But remember, learning these sentences is just the beginning. The key to truly mastering English is practice. Here's how you can continue improving. Practice every day. The more you use these sentences, the more natural they will feel. Even if it's just a few minutes each day, make English a part of your daily routine. Try using the sentences with friends, family, or even in your own thoughts. This consistent practice will help you speak more fluently and confidently. Don't worry about mistakes. Making mistakes is a natural part of learning any language. The most important thing is that you keep practicing and learning from those mistakes. Don't be afraid to speak out loud, even if you're unsure. It's the only way to improve. Engage with English content. To reinforce what you've learned, try listening to English music, watching English movies, or reading in English. This will expose you to different accents, new vocabulary, and various ways of speaking. The more you hear, the more you'll understand, and the better your speaking will become. Use technology to your advantage. There are many great language learning apps and websites that can help you practice. Try apps like Duolingo, HelloTalk, or even YouTube videos to keep expanding your knowledge. These tools can help you practice speaking, listening, and even writing. Set realistic goals. Don't try to learn everything all at once. Set small, achievable goals. For example, try to learn 5 new sentences every week or practice one of the topics from this video in your daily conversations. Gradually, you'll see how much your English improves. And finally, remember that language learning is a journey, not a race. Everyone learns at their own pace, and that's completely okay. With practice, consistency, and the right mindset, you'll continue to grow as an English speaker. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video has helped you feel more confident using English in everyday situations. Keep practicing these sentences, and you'll be speaking like a native in no time. Until next time, take care and happy learning.